Hello, welcome to the stream. We are video gaming. What was I gonna say? What the segment? I'm gonna start off with a quick game of One Shot Slayer because I'm yet to play it, and then we're gonna hop on with Blair, and we're gonna do the usual big team battle customs if we have enough players. The usual shtick. Obviously, it's the last week of Champions, so soon we will have new stuff to unlock. Halloween themed stuff. Probably. Anyway. Yeah, we'll have new stuff unlocked. There'll be new stuff on the store. I can't wait to just have a single week of having interesting stuff to talk about, and then talk about bundles we've spoke about 300 times for the next 2 weeks, next 3 or 4 weeks after that. It's gonna be great. Just like this operations been. I have spoke about Atomic Flint so many times. Spoke about this bundle so many times. I hate it. I really hate this bundle. This and Strong Iris, the good bundles, pricing wise, not too bad. I mean, like the coating, it's whatever. Like, would I ever use it? Probably not. But like for just 200, that's good. That's good. However, so many times. Also, thank you for the gifted, Tim. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my god. How you doing, 117 Sci-Fi Rabbit? How you doing, Lone Wolf? How you doing, Kenzie? How you doing, Tim? But yeah, new event next week. There should be some new stuff. Obviously, there's going to be new stuff on the store. There's going to be a new operation, which I'm looking forward to. I like having. How you doing, Caboose? I like having new stuff to unlock. How you doing, Grog? And new stuff in the exchange. Fingers crossed. Like, they're going to obviously bring stuff back, but I hope there is new stuff too. I do kind of want to unlock some of the stuff on here. I did end up unlocking the HCS Celebration stance. Part of me wants to get the Everfilled Juzu chest attachment. But then it's like at the same time I know I'm not going to use it. I wish there was a new... Like, I don't like that there was nothing new. It was all just returning stuff. I really wish there was a couple of new items on the exchange this time around. I think it was really stupid that there wasn't. But I am getting close to Haunted. So we'll grind a few more spawn points. So like I said, we're going to start with the One Shot Slayer. 2-minute wait time. Oh my lord. And then we're going to hop in VC with Blair and move over to BTB and Customs. So, yeah, we'll go from there. Atomic Flint is bugged for me. Have it for everything but the Commando and Bulldog. Weird. Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about any of the new stuff because I don't like covering leaks anymore, and I haven't properly for a while. I mean, to be fair, I was going to do one about the event because, like, I used to do one for every event, and I honestly don't know why I stopped. What was the last one? What was the last event I covered before it had released? I want to say it was. It's probably Yapping. I actually think it might have been Anvil, actually. I don't know why I didn't. I mean, obviously Fleetcom I covered because Fleetcom I covered when they revealed it because that wasn't like leaked. Champions I didn't cover because I just didn't care. And I could do one for the Halloween one this week. It depends if people would want me to. But honestly, it's probably gonna get shown off at Worlds this weekend anyway, so. Nah, I'm not going to bother. It's going to be shown off at Worlds, and most people have already seen it, so who cares? I'd rather spend my time making a video I want to make. We'll probably maybe mention the weapons. I don't really talk about... there's that Halo 5 coating, which I can't remember the name of, that's fair. Still not the Haunted Helmet last week, such a grind. I like it though, I like that it's a grind. I want more stuff like that is a grind to unlock. That is cool. We need more stuff like that. There needs to be more stuff in the exchange that feels worth it. It's like a coating that's been in the file since Season 2. Sandy Farlow, I'm looking at you. That is not worth the grind. However, helmets like Haunted or like new helmet attachments, like we had some of the Reach ones, to be fair, they were pretty easy to unlock, but like they were there, and that was cool. I thought this was just a free-for-all mode. Okay. If I'd known it was teams, I would have got Blair on straight away. My bad. Yeah, if there was more armor, like say, whether that be helmets, attachments, shoulder pads, chest attachments, or like new coatings, then fair enough. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't mind Acid Burn coming to the exchange, but that shouldn't be a grind because it's been visible in the game for God knows how long. Oh, Blair's against me. Okay, cool. Did you... Have I just been stream sniped? Have I just been stream sniped? That is insane. Blair has just stream sniped me. It's actually Jova. This is a new experience for me. Okay, gang, hang on. I'll read chat again in a minute. Oh, poo, I missed my shot. Oh, poo. I can't believe I'm actually getting stream sniped. And I have like no latency either. Okay, actually getting stream sniped. They should add their reach shoulder. Yeah, they should add the other reach shoulders to the exchange. Absolutely. Okay. I didn't hyper. I think packed punches, but yeah, it is. It's still bugged. But I also don't think anyone's like filed a ticket for it because the only people I've ever seen talk about is people in my Discord. I've never seen anyone else. Like I've never seen it posted about on Twitter. So to my knowledge, no one's filed a ticket to Halo Sport. So until someone does, until enough people do, it's probably not going to get looked into for a while. I say that it might get fixed in the next update, but who knows? Okay. But yeah, like I said, like I mean, to be fair, I don't have the codes in anyway, so personally, it's not something that really affects me. But I can understand fully why it's annoying. Every time I've died, it's been from behind. Except I think the first time Blair killed me. Every other time it's been from behind. It's so fun. I feel like I'm playing Fortnite. I pressed the trigger. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of the bug coatings. That's the joy of cross-core. Not everything works. It's a police car going past my house. That's cool. There's been a lot of those lately. You kidding me? Actually kidding me? Actually kidding me? Please give me a bullet. They're coming for you, Magpie. True. Packed punch and is it neon? It's the black and yellow one for the Bulldog. I don't think that works on cross-core yet. Like, it's cross-core, but it isn't. It just shows it as default coating for every other weapon. I know he's stream sniping me. That's the annoying part. I know damn well he is. I know you are, Blair. Actually, so annoying. Okay. Bro, it's just behind me every time I spawn in. Is it Neon Steel? It might be Neon Steel. Actually, in back shots from Blair on stream. It's crazy. I did not sign up for this. Mr. Sergeant backshot over here, Jesus Christ. I'll take the trade. This was like a pretty cool stream. Shame you're not watching it into more. I'm not watching this stream. I don't believe you, Blair. Versus I'm not watching the stream as he responds to me saying he's stream sniping me. I'll take the trade. Molten red one. Molten red one. I can't think of which one. There's a lot of red ones. There is a lot of red ones. Oh, you're camping the grav lift. Interesting. I feel like it's Jova for me. Okay.
Double kill. Triple kill.
It was deep core red that was bugged for me. I can't say I've noticed. So I haven't gone through every coating to check which ones work and which ones don't. I just know there's a couple notable ones that I've seen people talk about. I was like, oh, damn, that's a shame. Luckily, it's none of the coatings that I use. I was hoping we could have a little duel, but I feel like he's very much waiting for the ammo to replenish. The actual perfect timing, oh my god. On skibbity, dude. I need to stop talking. I'll take the win. I'll take the win. Easy. Top of the leaderboard, 15 kills. Ignores Blair's 21. He had 14 deaths. I only had 11. So, we stay on top. We stay winning. Magpie Nation. And I'm going to go VC with the guy. My Discord isn't opening. Cool. Thank you, Discord. Discord tried to wait challenge. My team was the team of all time. Don't blame on the team, buddy. PU. Spoopy, you coming on? Let's get him in. Let's get him in. Right, anyone else that's have to join in, you know the drill. Shoot me a message. Discord is not opening. I'm getting a grey screen. Thank you, Discord. Application of all time. Well, let me close it with Task Manager, because that usually does the job. And then my PC blue screens. My PC's been blue screen a lot lately. It's actually kind of... Why is Discord open so many times? It's not open at all. Oh. I feel like I just closed something I shouldn't have. What if you weren't working? Timmy was working during streams, man. But it's okay. One day he'll get in. Oh, Discord's getting somewhere. Yes, it's loaded. Hello, Sergeant Backshots.
I think your mic is set to the wrong mic, by the way, if you have two.
Yeah, it's probably set to my speakers.
I was going to say, because that is the worst quality I've heard in a hot minute.
Give me a minute.
Also, I promise, I stream sniped you to get into the game, but I wasn't watching you play. I was focusing on my own gameplay.
Okay, buddy.
I promise.
All right.
I promise.
I won anyway, so I'm not mad. I didn't think I was going to win, I'm not going to lie. But I locked in a little bit. I got a little nice triple kill that was abruptly ended by you, but that's fine. So, yikes. I need a haircut, man. I need a haircut. Jesus Christ. Holy hairline. Holy hairline.
Apparently my audio might be a bit loud.
I'm a legendary Super Saiyan!
Okay, yeah, my audio is a bit loud, so you might want to turn me down in Discord. Sorry, Kenzie.
Okay. Wait. Which one's the other supposed to talk real quick, though?
Hello.
There we go. Cool. Can't get invites. I'll appear online, set lobby to public. And then just try and join, I guess, if you can't get invites. I might be the sneezer. Is everyone that I've invited in? Except Kenzie. Miles, Caboose, Blair. I'm assuming that's Kenzie, right? Hair pie Leon. Oh yeah, true. Holy hairline. Well, depends. My mic is cooked right now. You can still play. You can still play, Spoopy. I might be a legendary Super Saiyan. I might be Vegeta. I might be the Prince of All Saiyans. Because I'm what Frieza fears the most. A legendary Super Saiyan.
Okay, buddy.
Kakarot, get your penis out.
You always make it weird, man.
What are you talking about? It's completely normal Dragon Ball content. Most normal
Yeah,
episode of Dragon
completely
Ball.
normal. Completely
Most
normal.
normal episode of Dragon Ball, I swear. Okay, we're gonna start with a squad battle because I don't know, I feel like getting obliterated. So anyone else that wants to join again, just shoot me a message or try and join the lobby. It's set to public, so you should be good.
I've let my server know as well that I'll be here, so
Oh, sweet.
hopefully they'll come and say hello.
All the Blair viewers on their way to bully me. Do you have Tamashii Nation Sanji? I do not. Is that the guy from One Piece? I cannot say I've ever watched or I'm particularly interested in One Piece. I have one anime figure. I have a single anime figure. And that is my good pal, The Drink. I love him. I got him quite recently. Well, I say quite recently. And the only problem is his legs are a bit loose, and his arms pop out so easily. Like, that actually just falls apart. Which is kind of annoying, you know, for a figure that cost me like 70 quid. But the figure looks great. Articulation's great. He feels good, even if some joints are a bit loose. It's a good figure, you know? Some for $20 today at Walmart. Yeah, I see, Walmart gets like incredibly good prices on some, if they're like there for long enough. Unfortunately, we don't really have anywhere like that over here. We do not get good figures in our average supermarkets and our average stores. So getting figures in the UK, like good quality figures in the UK, it really costs you an arm and a leg each time. There's some sites where you can get like decent stuff for good prices, which is you know, how I've managed to get some of the Godzilla stuff. Which my Godzilla collection has now started to grow. I have a few of the NECA ones, which I had a while ago. I've got Hayatoys. I've got one of the Hayatoys Godzillas. It's the Godzilla vs. Kong one with the translucent spines, which isn't the one I ordered, but I ended up with that one. But that one was the more expensive one, so honestly, I wasn't even mad. I've got the SH Monster Arts GXK Godzilla, but the pre-evolved one. I've got Hayatoy's Mothra, but it's the poster version. And I have the SH Monster Arts Space Godzilla, as well as my 3 NECA Godzillas, 4 NECA Godzillas, sorry, and the Spitter Xenomorph that's sitting up there. I don't know if you can. The here.
The spit from the game?
Yeah, the exact one.
Huge.
My goat. I love the Space Godzilla one. I mean, I just kind of, the articulation kind of stinks. It does and it doesn't. Like, its tail is really, really nice, as they always are. And, like, it's got its redeeming qualities. I like the accessories it comes with. But at the same time, the ball joint on his waist is really loose, so and on his head. So if I pose him more than, like, a centimeter, he just crumbles. And then I've also got the SH Figure Arts Final Swingsuit from No Way Home, and that is potentially my favourite figure in my collection. Either that or the 1000 Toys Master Chief, which is going to be the next review, even though I've had that figure for like almost a year. I think my girlfriend got it for our anniversary last year.
I was gonna say I was waiting for you to review it because I knew you'd mentioned it to me that you had it.
Yeah, I keep getting asked to review it as well. I've just got to find all the accessories. The only problem is the shoulder pad on the figure's kind of loose. So, and it always has been, like, since I brought it, like, really loose, which is really disappointing, for a figure that costs, like, 200 quid from Forbidden Planet. Thank you, Forbidden Planet. Thank you for selling your display piece figure. But Yes, it's still a really cool figure. It's like one of my favorites in my collection. That and Final Swing Suit Spider-Man, which I've already mentioned. I have just had, my girlfriend also just got me the new Marvel Legends 85th anniversary Venom. I love that figure so much. I love Venom so much. Venom is like top 5 fictional character of all time.
Before we got the Burger Ghost Rider skin, I was really hoping for a Venom Burger skin, honestly.
There's another character as well. Like there's this Fortnite skin that's like this monster with like a really long tongue, and he would be perfect for a Venom collab skin. But like Burger also would have been like really cool. It would have been funny to have like Burger Venom and like Tomato Head Carnage.
It'd be so cool. But yeah,
But
I really like Ghost Rider.
I was gonna say Ghost Rider
is such an awesome
unbelievably
skin.
cool. Okay. You excited for Venom 3? No. No, they're doing Null. It's gonna be his last movie. They're actually going to ruin Null. It's gonna be great, and it's gonna be the only time he's ever adapted, and that'll just be how people perceive the character of Null for quite a while. I also hate that he's still not gonna have the big logo on his chest, and he doesn't swing around. I like when Venom swings like Spider-Man does. I would love a more faithful adaptation of the character. Movie Venom as an adaptation isn't too bad, but there is a lot of crucial elements that are missing. There is a lot of crucial stuff that is there and is good, and I do like movie Venom. I don't dislike that version of the character, but the lack of Spider-Man being involved really gets on my nerves, and the fact that I feel like Carnage was really wasted. Like Carnage was incredibly wasted, and they're probably going to do the same thing to Null and Toxin, who are both going to be in the same movie. Yeah, to say, like I can't say I'm excited because I'm more concerned, if anything. Me watching some of my favorite characters just get completely wasted because Sony are stinky. It was his plan to have him in more movies. Well, I've heard that, but Tom Hardy's also said that it's 100% his last movie, which could be a lie. I mean, we've also heard Andrew Garfield say, no, I'm not in Spider-Man No Way Home. But, like, in the hypothetical chance this is his last movie, then they're going to bring Null into the MCU, and Venom isn't going to be there to fight Null, you know, the main character of that story. Which, again, would be really annoying, unless they do a new Venom that's like the MCU's Venom, which is also a possibility. And at this point, I'm kind of fine with that. I did want Tom Hardy's Venom to fight Tom Holland's Spider-Man when that movie first came out, but honestly, for where that character is right now, it literally would not make no sense. It would make any sense. That guy is not a villain. They would not fight. He is a hero. Yeah, he occasionally bites people's heads off, I guess, but like he's not evil, so. Your favorite Marvel character of all time, Spider-Man. I don't care if that's like the generic lame pick. I love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. And then second favorite used to be Hulk. Probably now Venom. I think it's Venom, then Hulk, then maybe Daredevil. I think they would be my top 4. It flip-flops quite a bit because sometimes I just have a smidge of recency bias. Like, I was pretending that Moon Knight was one of my top characters for a little while when the show came out, and then I was like, I've never read a Moon Knight comic. This feels unfair for me to say this guy is one of my favorites now based on a rather poor adaptation of the character. I'd still enjoy the Moon Knight show, though. I do. I know it's I would say it's a hot take, but honestly, I don't think it is, because I think more people are familiar with the show than they are the comic book version of the character. But I know in regards to people that read Moon Knight comics, I know saying that you like the show is kind of like punching them in the face. And I fully get that. I 100% get that, and I apologize. But I do like the Moon Knight TV show. Null is an Avengers level threat, that is true. But like I say, Venom has to be like at the forefront of that. Like, if he isn't, then I'll be very, very upset. Because it's a Venom story. It's like Venom and Friends. Spider-Man has also a crucial role in that story, mostly for like Dylan's side of things. Sorry, Blair, I'm just like yapping, aren't I?
I'm waiting for a moment where I think I have enough knowledge to pitch in and say something. No, I don't. I don't. I'm so like just out of it with Marvel and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was thinking like MCU Venom could be like Flash Thompson, but I have never watched an MCU Spider-Man movie, so I don't know if they've put him in that or not.
He is, but dude, MCU Flash, I do not see that happening. He's more.
I don't know, man.
He's less of generic high school bully and more of like a cyber bully, like he'd call Peter a loser on Twitter or something like that.
Average Halo player.
Yeah, exactly. He probably does play Halo to be fair.
Flash Thompson makes I Hate 343 videos confirmed.
I want a good adaptation of Eddie Brock Venom where Spider-Man is involved in that story, and I don't understand why that's such a hard thing to ask for. Yeah, Pyleon, so true, Tim. I kind of look forward to the new MCU Doctor Doom movie. I'm not, because I know they've said it's going to be Victor, but I'm very concerned it's just going to be like an Iron Man variant. Or like we're going to have some like really cringe, like, Mr. Stark, is that you? And then like, there's going to be some like big fight. Spider-Man's going to like punch Doom in the face, he's going to knock off his mask and reveal his face. Robert Downey Jr. is going to look up and be like, he's going to like start mogging. And Peter's going to be like, Mr. Stark? Is that you? And he's gonna be like, I hate you 3000, and then he's gonna shoot like some big blast that like kills an Avenger. It's gonna be awful. I hope I'm wrong. I hope, like, because I like Robert Downey Jr.'s actor. I think he's a good actor, and I really, really, really hope I'm wrong. But like, right now, my hopes aren't high. Sorry, I saw. Do you think you'll get the Deadpool to Smashing Nations? I was considering it. But I like Deadpool. I don't think I like Deadpool enough to spend what will be anywhere between like 70 to 120 quid on a figure. Don't get me wrong, accessories are nice, the articulation looks good, it's a really cool figure. But, and it's like the same kind of applies for the Hugh Jackman Wolverine one. Like, I love Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, absolutely love him in the role. But I honestly think I'd rather get something like the Mafex or the Amazing Yamaguchi one. Like one that's a bit more comic accurate as opposed to movie version. I'm a bit mixed on most live action figures. Most of the time they just look a bit expressionless, which makes me sad. They just, like, next to all of my like comic book figures, which have like pizzazz and personality, you've just got like blank face, like Robert Downey Jr. standing on my shelf.
It sounds wrong, and don't get me wrong. Again, trust me, I am not an MCU or a Marvel person, but I really do like the character of Doom. I just don't think that Robbie Downey Jr. has that like aura.
I don't think he's, yeah, I don't think he's right for the role. I think he has aura. Like, he is a guy with aura, but it depends on the role, and I think his kind of, I mean, I don't know, because I've heard he's like really good in Oppenheimer and stuff like that. Like, I mean, didn't he win an Oscar for that? Like, I know he's an incredibly talented actor, but can he play the villain? Because he can, like, I just feel like if you wanted to bring Robert Downey Jr. back as a villain, have him come back as Superior Iron Man, like, that's right there. Like, actual easy speedrun to, like, infinite money glitch. And I know, like, obviously it's because people want them to do Doom. No one was really that invested in the Kang stuff. Now I'm kind of annoyed they're ditching the Kang stuff entirely instead of just recasting the guy. I was about to say, where's the enemy team? But everyone left.
Yeah, I ended up getting, like, back-to-back, like, kill catastrophes on them with the Banshee, and I'm probably gonna get my account reported.
Cool. Yeah, I just don't know if you can do Doom. I love Doom too. He is potentially, I guess technically second favorite Marvel villain if we count Venom, but I honestly usually just slot Venom into like anti-hero.
I mean, you already know that I have a really big affinity for MF Doom, so I already like Doom by extension.
Yeah, that's fair. I think Robert Doomy Jr. is gonna kill it as Doom. Did you know he almost played Doom back in the day? Fantastic Four. We'll see. I'm not gonna immediately go into it with like negative expectations, because why would I? Like at the end.
Yeah, you gotta keep an open mind no matter what.
Because, like, to be fair, there's been some more recent Marvel stuff that, like, I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy, and I actually ended up enjoying a lot more than I did. Like, honestly, hot take, I enjoyed the Marvels. I know it was, like, a lot of people were, like, like, hating on it, but I actually thought it was a fun movie. Like, I mean, Marvel stuff I just watched with my family, I just enjoyed it with my family. It was a fun trip to the cinema. It was just a fun, casual film. Like, I'm gonna lie, I did not mind it. And then Deadpool Wolverine, I didn't go in with low expectations. I just went in with like mild expectations. I was like, I want this to be good, but at the same time, if it isn't, whatever. But then it kind of like I love that movie. I actually love that movie so much. I would happily go.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. That was the first MCU movie that I'd seen since Infinity War.
Oh, yeah,
I think that's the one where they all lose. Spoilers, by the way. But it was pretty good. Yeah, I quite liked it. I liked Infinity War. I like Thanos. I think he's pretty cool.
Yeah, Thanos great. I just wish he wore his helmet throughout the entirety of Infinity War. Don't understand why he just like took it off immediately and just walked around a shirt.
Because he's gangster, that's why.
Yeah, but he looked cool in his armor. Yeah, I mean, it's like Infinity War Endgame. I do really enjoy both those films, but I just have so many gripes with each of them that neither of them are like my favorites. I mean, it's funny because like No Way Home is also a movie that I like. In terms of which one I would probably say I enjoyed the most out of the MCU Spider-Man trilogy, potentially No Way Home. Really enjoyed that film. But in terms of like which one is the best MCU Spider-Man movie, it's Homecoming, bar none. Like it's like Far From Home, I think is overhated. I still think Far From Home is pretty decent. Again, there was like gripes there, but I still think Far From Home is a fun movie. No Way Home is a really fun movie, but at the same time, if you think about that story's plot for more than 2 seconds, you will get a headache because that film just makes no sense. Just makes no sense. That was a really chill game, but that's because the entire enemy team left, so it was also barely a game. Like, I actually turned my brain off and just yapped about action figures.
I am really excited for Transformers 1. However, so much of it has already been spoiled due to the fact that it's had a staggered release.
Yep.
And that, like, I don't understand that. Like, how hard is it to have the movie release all at the same time?
Yep.
Plus, I also heard that like the movie wasn't doing too hot at the box office as well.
Which that staggered
and I'm absolutely sure because it's a staggered release.
Staggered release and terrible marketing.
And that, yeah. Ever since I saw the first trailer, though, I was absolutely hooked. Though I really love Transformers. It's probably the one thing that I genuinely would say, like, other than Halo, it's probably like Halo, and then Transformers. Like,
I used to watch the 80s animated movie, dude. When I was a small wee little boy, I loved that movie so much. I would watch that like every night. That was one of my bedtime movies.
Bedtime movies? Hell yeah. Mine used to be The Dark Knight for some reason.
That's fair. I used to... Okay, that haunted helmet is completely broken. I used to also watch the Peter Jackson King Kong film. The old King Kong movie. It was Peter Jackson, right?
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Because like it was like one of those, because I was a child, I would find the opening to the film like incredibly boring. So it was either a movie that put me to sleep, so I would put it on. But if I could stay awake long enough to get through the lack of dopamine in the intro to the movie, it was like peak fiction, dinosaurs. Like it's great movie when I was a small wee lad. But yeah, like 80s Transformers movie, dude, I love that film so much. I always forget how like, because like I love Optimus. Again, I know like most of the time my favorite characters in like each franchise is always like the main character. Which like yeah, Optimus probably is my favorite. I'm not gonna pretend to be like the biggest Transformers fan in the world. I do love Transformers. I'm not gonna say I don't. I do, but I'm also not like insanely well versed on Transformers. I have a decent bit of knowledge overall, but I'm not like it doesn't compare to the knowledge that I have on like Halo or Marvel or Star Wars or something like that. But I do love Transformers, and like I always forget how little Optimus is in that film. His death always makes me like a weeper. But like I always thought he was in the film more than he actually is, because he dies like straight away. I love Optimus. He's so cool. He's him. You know, he has an aura.
You just don't really see many characters like Optimus, like a genuine like. I don't know. Like, I can't think of another character that's like Optimus Prime.
In what way?
something like kind of like a gentle, compassionate leader type. Like I'm struggling to think of like that kind of
I would
archetype maybe of
I
character.
would say Infinite Master Chief.
I kind of think so, but I think it's just the way that Optimus takes the reins.
Yeah.
More so than like Infinite Master Chief, in the sense that like Infinite Master Chief, like whilst he's leading the pilot and everyone, I never really see him as like a leader.
That's why I think
I don't know.
like,
That might just be me.
We need more of like Chief with a squad of spawns actually taking charge. Like, because the only game where we've really had that is Halo 5, and Chief's in 3 missions. So, you just don't see it.
Yeah. I would absolutely love to see, like, Master Chief take on that, like, that June role of being, like, commander of the Spartan 5s or whatever the hell. I don't know, I think I was talking about this, the other day, but I was just, like, kind of talking about how, like, I really don't think, like, killing the Master Chief would be the best play anymore.
No, absolutely not. That'd suck.
Like, if we had to end Chief's story, I know a lot of people would, like, prefer him to do, like, the hero's sacrifice.
Yeah.
But at this point, I think it's just such a, a tired trope. And I think Master Chief deserves his, like, happy retirement ending.
Like, you're not putting this man through, like, fighting his entire life and then just, like, killing him off. That would actually be so lame. That would actually be so lame. That would be the worst thing they could possibly do with a series, like, 100%. And I say that fully as Master Chief's biggest glazer. He will not mind.
It'd be, like, really, really sad. Fights his whole life, his like biggest companion like turns evil and then dies, and then he gains a new companion and then he dies. Like, that would just be so arse.
It'd stink. It'd stink. I would I'd like him to just be able to like retire, sort of like in some kind of like a similar role to what Jun is currently in, because I feel like that makes sense, because I feel like it's one of those. Because his character's been fighting his whole life, it would be one of those where it'd be incredibly hard for him to just adjust to living the normal life. I don't think he would be physically capable of that. But I also don't want to see him, like, get killed off. Like, yeah, sure, I get why some people are like, he needs to have this big heroic sacrifice. He needs to have, like, a Noble Six standoff, or, like, he needs to die saving the day. But at the same time, I actually feel like he should succeed saving the day and then actually retire, considering he's technically died before. By that, I mean, like, you know, everyone thought he was dead. But that's my goat right there. I kill off my goat. I actually that would be the only thing that I think would genuinely make me like stop playing Halo, like full stop. I think that would be me done, dude. The mental strain that killing Luke Skywalker off in the sequel trilogy did to me, it would be like that, but like 1,000 times worse. Like, I actually think that would genuinely like kill my enjoyment for any future Halo game. Just knowing that they like kill him off.
It's like the Believe adverts in like Halo 3 where like they have like a funeral for the Master Chief and stuff.
Yeah.
Or like discuss like where he quote unquote like died.
Oh, and Halo 5's marketing too. Like, Jesus Christ, dude, how many times do you have to pretend kill him off? Like, please just leave him alone.
Yeah, like it has impact when it's done right, but I truly think that for the sake of like the story, I think keeping him loosely in it, even if it's like minor roles. For example, like, I hate to say this, but like in an ideal world with Halo Infinite 2, where the Spartan 5 program is the new best thing, like the multiplayer story could have us like take orders from the Chief and stuff. Like, yeah, it sounds goofy, and yeah, it sounds very cliche, but at some point, like, it'd just be so cool. Because, I mean, like, I hate to say it, but, like, people like the characters kind of like Palmer and Agrina. I'm not saying that they don't resonate with people, because I actually quite like Agrina. I think like that kind of like bubbly personality is like quite cool to see in like a commander role, especially after Palmer is a bit of a fresh, it's a bit of fresh air. But like having like the chief himself be like your commanding officer, people would just be all over that.
I'm surprised they didn't just put Jun in that role.
It does surprise me.
Like,
maybe I don't know.
Not that I think it would have had much of a difference in terms of the game's overall popularity, because when the game released, it still did incredibly well regardless. But imagine how hyped people would have got if it was like Jun as this like commander personality with this new generation of Spartans, since he already kind of is. But like this time, we'd actually get to see it in a game. People would love that. Especially as well, when you consider all the Reach nostalgia they were playing on when the game come out. Like, with, with Season 1 being entirely Reach theme, like, it just feels like it would have made sense. Like, I'm genuinely surprised they didn't do that.
Yeah, I do think, like, as sad as it sounds, like, Agrina is pretty much, like, only there as to serve as, like, a course correction for Palmer.
Yeah, and right now, she doesn't really feel like much of a character either, so... There's someone camping out base very... Ghost.
Yeah, I see it. It's very low. It is like very clear that Agrina was supposed to clearly get a lot more development that she actually got.
100%. But it's like every cutscene she was in, it was just like, I am the commander. Hello, Spartan. I don't know why I'm like going like kind of like Australian, but it's just like she just like say some quirky line of dialogue and then smile at the camera. Did Palmer die? Nah.
My favorite part about Agrina as well is the fact that this is purely like cope as well. She's supposed to be from Manchester. She has like the B logo on her armor, which is really cool. Yeah, she's supposed to be from Manchester. The cutscene she's in is in London in the Halo Infinite intro, and then she speaks with like a very generic British accent.
Yeah, that's why I just assumed she was from London, because like generic British accent and the cutscene in London.
So it's like the weirdest thing ever. But yeah, like the bee is like a nod to I Love Bees, and it's also a nod to the fact that she's from Manchester as well.
I didn't realise it had anything to do with the fact she was just from Manchester. I just thought it was the I Love Bees thing.
But I remember like finding that out, and it's just like, why? So strange.
You guys ready for another Remember Reach 2.0? It'll be like the 4th one. I'm tired of remembering Reach, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll do another BTB. We'll move to custom soon though.
But yeah, I like the thought of like Agrina's like kind of backstory of like civilian during the the Human Covenant War, and then like turning into like this just ultimate badass Spartan, and her armor fucks. Like her armor just goes so hard.
Which I still find insane. It's not available in the multiplayer.
Be very cool for that to be like a career rank reward as well. Like kind of makes sense, the whole Spartan journey thing.
Alternatively, put it in the exchange for like 100,000 Spartan points. As a core.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that works for me as well.
Yeah.
As a core as well, because the armor's not even like base like Mark 7 either. Like the armor is very different from Mark 7.
And then like they probably would never release any like chest attachments or stuff, but if they did, like if they released her core as a reward in exchange for 100,000 Spartan points, and then released additional items for that core specifically, like chest attachments, wrist attachments, utility pieces, that were also only available in the exchange, to make that like an exchange exclusive set of armor to give people constant things to grind for that were only acquired in the exchange ever, that would be so cool.
Like kind of like have it as like the exchange core, you know. Yeah. Like I know that I've mentioned before that like Mark 5B feels like the free-to-play core with just how much stuff is available for it for free.
Yeah, which is funny because
But, like,
originally it was
having-
only paid for. Like, you could only get it by spending money, but now it really is.
But like, I would love to see like Agreena's armor core turn into that actual definitive free-to-play core.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it doesn't necessarily need to be like 100,000 if they're going to release like a bunch of other stuff for it. But that's entirely then on the hypothetical sense they release more for it. Because obviously, I mean, everyone struggled to get freaking haunted. That's only 70. Well, not struggled.
I'm still on my haunted grind.
But like, yeah. But then it's like haunted could also be purchased. I want it to be something that can only be earned via the exchange. And I know we have stuff like that already, but that's like coatings and stuff like that, and like literally just wrist attachments. I want a whole core that is exchange specific, like, you know, a whole set of armor. And again, it'll be cross core, so you will be able to equip other shoulder pads and stuff to it anyway. Thank you, whoever blew that up. But it would be nice to have a few additional PCs, because otherwise, I think realistically, if the core doesn't have any chest attachments, any wrist attachments, any utility PCs, knee pads, gloves, people simply are not going to use it over other cores. If you can only equip different helmets and shoulder pads and coatings, people, realistically, other than the fact that you can say, hey, I unlocked this, no one's going to use that over the Mark 7, the Mark 5B, Yoroi, like the cores that people already have a ton of stuff for. Because
I was literally about to say, like, you'd have to, like, if you weren't gonna add a lot of like items for that specific core, you'd have to turn it into a prestige item.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, I think realistically, if it's gonna release, it's gonna release as a kit. But if it's a kit, again, no one's buying that. I'm sorry, no one's buying it. Like, the Chief ones, people will buy because of nostalgia, and it's also Master Chief. The Flood ones, a couple people made a pass for because it's the Flood. Wendigo.
I was gonna say, now that I think about it, I don't really see any of the actual kits outside of the Master Chief stuff.
The Master Chief one and Rusulka, because that was on a battle pass.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the Wendigo one, I've seen a couple people buy literally for the bit because it was funny. Bogart, I've not seen a single person use. I've never seen a single person use Bogart. Because when people said they wanted more stuff for Eagle Strike, that is not what they meant. That is not what they meant. And don't get me wrong,
doesn't follow the core like at all.
I would buy Bogart if I could change the helmet, because I do not like the helmet, but I like the armor. If I could change the helmet, I would buy a Bogart, like 100%. Okay, maybe not 100%, like 80%, because the armor's cool. The armor's actually really cool, and I would love it to make like brute spawns and machinimas and stuff, because like it's perfect for that. But the helmet stinks. The helmet stinks, dude. To be getting more cross-core armor, like chest or knees, kind of doubt. Maybe a couple of chest pads. Until I saw somebody with 343 in their name. Might have been a bot.
Nah, to be fair, there was an actual player with 343 in their name running about earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember killing them and thinking,
What, last game?
Interesting. Last game, a couple games ago, I think.
Oh.
I would love it to kind of talk about cross-core, sorry.
Yeah,
I would love knee pads. Like, I don't think knee pads would be particularly too hard to achieve. Chest plates, I think they've always been kind of out of the question, just because like you can't. I mean, you can for certain ones.
Some, like the ODST chest piece would probably work on the Mark 7, would probably work on Rick's chassis, and that's about it.
Yeah, you can for some, but
the
majority are just, they should probably stay core exclusive.
Yeah, like we have one chest piece, one chest attachment that is technically cross core because it is on the Mark 5B and it's on the Mark 7. That's the little the teddy bear from
the bear one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like the Mark 5B, the one that's just a knife, should easily be slapped on
the
as
Mark
well.
7 knife probably too. Also the the little like the pineapple grenades, the Christmas grenades.
Yeah, the stuff like that can easily be made cross-core. I say easily, they can be made cross-core reasonably. I don't know why they haven't already.
But the only chest attachments that I think could be made cross-core without incredibly terrible clipping issues would be the ODST ones. Because they're just a big slab of metal on the front. So like the Rikshasa ODST one and the Mark 5B ODST one. both of those I would say could probably be cross-core, and I do think there's a couple others that aren't. It's like the issue obviously lies in the fact that most of the chest attachments are built to fit that specific shape of body armor, and none of the body armors are the same shape. Rikshasa is very flat at the front. The Mark 5B again just sort of has a different shape. The Mark 7 is a bit more angular, I would say, in its chest. Chimera is a lot more round. Freaking Eagle Strike is huge. Yoroi is also quite big. Mark 4 again, like quite bulky. I just don't think they would work as well, to put it simply. Like, yeah, sure, they could hypothetically make all chest attachments cross-core, but you're going to end up with incredible clipping issues. And although most people say they wouldn't care, you will also have a lot of people that will be like, 343 is so lazy, they didn't even make it look right.
Well, that's the thing, it's like, even some of the armor effects, like, I remember when a lot of people were talking about, like, oh yeah, we need more armor effects to be available on certain cores. They did it, they weren't necessarily aligned 100% properly, and obviously why that's not, like, I mean, obviously that is not an issue, but like, you can definitely critique it. Like, a lot of people who said, just slap them on it doesn't really matter too much, like, they started,
those same people will start complaining.
Yeah.
So I get why they don't just make everything cross-core, because you would have a ton of people that complain about it. Now, one thing I do want to be cross-core, and it doesn't have to be on every helmet or anything like that, but I do want more helmet attachments to be available. And there is a couple now that are technically cross-core, because they're available on helmets that were designed for different cores. But at the same time, I would very much like the generic attachments for the Mark 5B to be compatible on some of the Mark 7 helmets and vice versa. So I actually...
Yeah, like, you got, like, kind of, like, those little, like, you know, radio doohickeys and all that good stuff. Like, you can easily slap that on a Mark 7 or a Rikshasa helmet if you really wanted to. It's just,
like, I want helmet attachments that I actually want to use.
Yeah, again, it's just kind of like that whole issue of, like, I'm sure probably what 343 are thinking is the squeeze worth the juice? Are people really gonna, like... are people really gonna start buying helmets or helmets attachments because of cross-core? Good chance probably not, which obviously sucks. And that, yeah, I know that money and resources shouldn't be the only metric, but...
But it is the main metric.
It is.
For a free-to-play game, unfortunately, it is.
As much as you can, you know, you can only serve so much goodwill.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said,
but yeah, knee pads,
things that
maybe gloves that are stretch. I would like, but other than that, like, I'm not fussed about chest attachments.
Knee pads, I think, could for certain cores. Like, again, I feel like the most similar is Mark 7, Mark 5B, and then I think to a degree you could probably fit some of the Rikshasa ones without them looking awkward. But then I think with, again, Eagle Strike, Yoroi, you're going to struggle. Chimera, maybe. It's SPI. I actually forgot Mirage existed until like 2 seconds ago, and the only reason it come to mind is because that one Chimera bundle's preview image was bugged where it showed Mirage knee pads on it instead. And everyone thought that meant cross-core knee pads were coming out, and then they didn't. So I think you could probably get away with some cross-core knees. I don't know if all of them would, because again, I think some are kind of designed to fit a specific knee shape. But I think some of the knees you could get away with at least partial cross-core.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, thinking back to the initial rollout of shoulders, where, like, a lot of shoulders did not fit, like...
Yeah.
Don't want to assume they were hastily slapped on, but obviously they weren't given the full amount of time that they needed. Like, I wouldn't mind some of that with the knee pads. Like I said, even though I would like gloves, I know gloves are so much more bespoke than what I'm trying to make them out to be, so... Again, it really is just kind of like... it really is just like, like, I wonder what happens. I'm not sure if cross-core is going to be a thing.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I think it's just like the issue of like different shapes on the bodies and stuff. Like, some of these, yeah, I could probably see it happening, but some just... Oh, so custom. Except when we'd still be able to do like a 4v4, but... We're going on losing streaks. I mean, to be fair, it was what, 2 games? Didn't we win the We absolutely blitzed the squad battle one, and then we lost 2 games. So I can't say I'm too. I'm yapping though, so maybe I'm just not paying enough attention.
Close games as well. It felt like it didn't feel like the games were unattainable.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I got blitzed. Horde infection time, guys.
Let's go.
I can't wait for all the bots to run off the map. My brother has started to replay through the Halo games. I say replay, some of them he's never actually completed before. But he replayed through Reach. It's the first time he's played in a while. Cause playing them chronologically. I went into his room yesterday, sat down next to him, and I said, "This is the proudest of you I've ever been in your life."
That's wild.
No, but that's it being said, it does make me happy to see the legacy live on, you know? To see my brother play Halo. I did just sit there and watch.
I'm kind of in this weird position where, like, if I do play any games with my family, and I really mean, like, this is a rare once in a lifetime occurrence, it will just be something simple like Warzone.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh.
No, I mean, I wouldn't be into... Well, I probably wouldn't be into Halo if it wasn't for the fact that my parents, like, already played Halo, so I was kind of, like, raised on it.
Now that I think about it, I'm not sure. It was definitely my brothers who introduced me into Halo, don't get me wrong, but they certainly weren't, like, they were more COD and FIFA players and stuff.
Yeah. No, I was, like, raised on Halo, like... The first game I remember, the first games, because I can't remember which one I would have played first. Jurassic Park, Operation Genesis, Halo 2.
Was that the one where you could, like, let the T-Rex, like, out of the cage and it would just kill everyone in your park?
Yes, go to the game.
I remember doing that as a kid and being actually horrified. Like, I felt like so bad. Like, even as a kid, I just kind of like knew that I'd just done like an unspeakable act.
You can do like the same thing on Jurassic World Evolution, which is like the newer one.
Yeah, there's a second Jurassic World Evolution now, isn't
there?
there?
Both are incredibly good games. But like you can do the same thing where you can let the dinosaurs out. So I always build like I always build my park, get it to like a high star rating, get the dinosaurs that I want, make it look really nice. And I just start deleting random walls, and I'm like, and I just like headcanon like, oh no, this dinosaur found a way to break out. How scary! Oh no, the helicopter is trying to.
Your own.
Yeah. Like I actually just start like crafting lore. How do you know Armstrong? How's it hanging around? How do you Thomas? But yeah, anyway, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, Halo 2, and then also the Peter Jackson King Kong game. But I also think that was on the 360 and not the original Xbox. But that was one of the first games I remember playing. There's probably a few others.
That game is certified peak. I played it on the PSP.
There is a few others that like definitely sprinkled in throughout. But like one of the first things I do remember is playing Halo 2 with my uncle. I probably spoke about this so many times now. But it would be... Well, my uncle's only a couple of years older than me. We would play the ARP level. It's the only level I actually remember playing as a child. And we'd stand on the conveyor belts, and we'd just stand on them and wait till we fell off the map. And we just found it hilarious. Actual like children brains. Just like funny to fall off the map. And that's the only level I remember playing. But I also remember like because when Halo 3 came out, I would have been 4. So I remember like walking into the living room and watching my parents play the first level, and I was just like, damn, video games. It's funny because like Reach is kind of the one that I would probably put at the bottom of my Halo list if I'm being completely honest in terms of how much I enjoy that game nowadays. Probably the bottom, but Reach is probably the one that I played the most as a kid. Could you? I mean, I guess you could also consider Halo 5 as a kid because I was still in high school when that game released. But I would play
an
Halo.
ungodly amount of Halo 5.
Yeah.
Like my parents were very much like anti-gamer parents. Like they really did not like the fact that I liked playing video games. They're like, he'll get out of it soon. He'll end up playing sports. And I mean, they were right. They were just very late in that prediction. But like, I remember when like, oh my god, they'd have to like rip me off of Halo 5. I was so addicted to Halo 5, it wasn't even funny. It was probably the rec packs, to be honest.
Yeah, dude.
The Gamba. Oh man, just like getting like the 10k like rec points needed to open a gold pack, like actually scratching myself, being like, man, I hope I get Hell Jumper.
Yeah, one for me was, I remember, so I didn't have Halo 5 at launch, I had to wait till Christmas. So it'd been out a couple months, but I also had the special, like, where you get the green packs and you get one a week or something like that, and you get like the Mark V Alpha, and like, although now looking back, Mark V Alpha, I kind of look at it and I'm like, this is a terrible version of Mark V. At the time, dude, that was like my favorite armor ever, because it was like, that's the classic armor, that's so cool, I need this. So obviously I had that. But playing Warzone for the first time. Well, when I started Halo 5, I started the campaign with my parents. We were playing on Legendary together. But my parents like lost interest. I can't remember if that's because they weren't enjoying the game or because Ark released. It was one of them. So I had to wait. I waited a while, and then they still hadn't carried on playing it. So I eventually just like finished the game on my own. Halo 5 is the reason my parents now own separate Xboxes, because no split screen. So they had to buy a second Xbox so my mom could play with my dad.
That's wild.
Yeah. My mum has not forgiven 343 for that one. But yeah, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so like Reach I played a ton of with my like cousins and friends, and well, like it was more so a family thing. But it was modes like Teacher, Get Out of My House, Fat Kid, like those kinds of modes. And we would also play like a lot of Infection, like on matchmaking, which is funny because now I look back on it, dude. Reach Infection it's not even look back on it. Reach Infection is easily my least favorite iteration of Infection. I hate Reach Infection. I do not enjoy Reach Infection, not even slightly.
You know, it does make me laugh that as soon as I will go out of my way and say that I like you really dislike Halo Reach. I think it's easily one of the worst in the series. I don't think it's a bad game. I just don't personally like it.
Yeah, when I say like I don't hate Reach. It is the opposite, because I'm very, very, very nostalgic for that game. Incredibly nostalgic. But as a Halo game, it's probably at the bottom of my list. Would I rather play Halo Reach over Call of Duty? Absolutely. But at the same time, like, Reach is probably at the bottom of my Halo list, just because, like, I just don't enjoy the multiplayer. I enjoy the campaign, like, I do enjoy the story. I mean, I know, like, Noble Team really aren't all that fleshed out, but I enjoy the campaign. I thought it was fun. It has some really cool levels. And, like, you know, I enjoy the game. But the multiplayer, like, I love the customs. I really love the customs, so I just can't stand the multiplayer. I just can't. It has some modes that I love, like I love Invasion. I need Invasion to come back. Totally don't have a video in regards to Invasion or Warzone coming out like next week or something like that. With another thumbnail that I've commissioned. But I was just gonna say that I don't like the multiplayer again. I'm actually just gonna repeat myself. Oh my lord. And then jumping to Halo 5. Halo 5 was more of, I would play a lot with one of my cousins. I would stay around his quite often, so I'd take my Xbox down there, be sat on his floor with a TV. We'd just host random customs, and we just start like. The only time I probably like frequently use game chat and anything. We just speak to people that join the lobby. We just like chill. It was incredibly chill. And some of my high school friends also got Halo 5. And we would all play it together. I remember this was back when I was playing on terrible Wi-Fi. So there was a game of Warzone. I was driving a Warthog. We were being chased by a Scorpion. I actually started glitching out like Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph and dodging Scorpion shots. It was insane. It's the only time that lag has ever actually assisted me in battle. I had no idea how it worked. It just did. And then one day I go into school and I'm like, guys, we were playing Halo tonight. Like, I was really hyped because we've been playing it almost every day. It was really enjoyable. And then they were like, oh yeah, we all uninstalled it last night. And I was like, oh, okay. And that was it. They just never played it.
I think I'd just end my life there and there.
Yeah.
To be fair, like I'll be like fully real. Like I said, I don't really have a gaming family, and if they do play games, it's very like, you know, casual games, FIFA, COD, that kind of stuff. So I've never really played Halo with people until like Infinite or like a little bit of Halo 5. Like I used to play a little bit of ranked in Halo 5.
Yeah.
But someone teabagging me. I will actually come and end you. I don't even know who that was. But so this is kind of like the first Halo that I'd say I've had like a actual social experience with, which is probably why I don't really care as much about the social like experience of Halo, because I never had it in the first place, so it doesn't really bother me. But I know for people like that's a really big part of Halo.
Yeah, absolutely. It's weird because, like, so I had that with, like, Halo 5, and all my high school friends just decided together that they were just going to uninstall it, like, the night after we all had, like, a good session on it. I do also remember some other guy, at one point in high school, asked me for a 1v1, like, random guy. We didn't really get along at the time. He asked me for a 1v1, I absolutely blitzed him. It was great. I'm most proud I've felt myself ever. But yeah, fast forward, they uninstall the game. I was like, okay, that kind of sucks. Then they all just kind of stopped talking to me, and I was like, okay. And then fast forward to Infinite. Some of my college friends played it with me for a little bit when it released. I actually played it with one of my high school friends that I used to play Halo 5 with for a little bit, who knew my college friends through Destiny. So that was weird, that they all just kind of knew each other. And we were all playing it, and then the Destiny DLC come out, and I was like, yo, we're playing Halo tonight? And they're like, oh, the Destiny DLC, and then they just never spoke to me ever again. They just...
That's happened so many times. It's like Destiny will... Like, Destiny DLC, like, completely consumes, like, people's lives.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get that as a former Destiny addict, recovering,
but you can still reply to a friend's message. Because, like, we never fell out or anything. Man. They just stopped replying to me.
I mean, oh yeah, absolutely, but trust me when I say this, Destiny players take the game insanely seriously for no reason. Everyone thinks they're, like, PvE or PvP, like, people think they are playing for, like, £1 million every time they hop on the game. Like, oh man, new DLC's out, I need to get to the light level, I need to finish the campaign, then do it on hard mode. Then I need to get ready for the raid. It's like, brother, brother, chill.
But yeah, that happened.
But then there's a lot of fun stuff to be had with Destiny. To be fair. Yeah.
But yeah, it was like for the most part, like, you know, it was fun. And then there was like I had other people that I also played the game with. So it wasn't like end of the world, but it was just kind of annoying. It just kind of irked me a little bit. But like most of the people that I played Infinite with when Infinite come out, they all dropped the game or just stopped talking to me. Sometimes I think maybe I'm the problem, but then I think like I've literally said nothing. I just said, "Do you want to play the video game?" Anyway, it's not important. But yeah, so that was an experienceable time. Okay, easy answer, cheat bug. Thank you.
Oh, it's me. Let me leave.
And then yeah, like obviously, Infinite releasing kind of. I went full content brain, not content brain. That's not really accurate because it's not like I'm just doing like engagement based slop. But I started to focus more specifically on just making Halo content because I've always done everything. Like I just do what I enjoy. Infinite coming out, I went full like I just want to make Halo content, and then started building a community, and here we are. And now I actually have Halo friends. Noel still plays the game with me occasionally. He doesn't like the game. I don't blame him. I need to re-chat, I'm sorry. I remember the bonus green packs, yeah, they were great. So everyone's favourite helmet in Halo? Mark 6, but like Infinite Mark 6.
Mine would be ODST, in case anyone actually cared.
Well, I assume a lot of people assume my favourite helmet is Yokai, because that's my profile picture, but that's literally just because, like, I love the Mark 6, but that's Master Chief's helmet. Yokai is my helmet. But my favourite is Master Chief's helmet. Again, I don't care if that's a generic pick. I actually don't hear too many people say that Mark 6 is the favourite, though, so is it really a generic pick? I don't know.
I think, like you said, is like everyone has their helmet. So like Master Chief's helmet gets glossed over for that reason.
But the Mark 6 is absolutely my favorite helmet, definitive, like 100,000%. But it's not the helmet I use because it's not my helmet, and that's like literally the only reason that it's not my main helmet. Gonna do this mode one more time on a different map.
We do it on live fire.
Sure.
Yippee! Live fire is such a goated map. When this game's been and done. When this game has been and done, I will look back on Live Fire and think, man, this was like truly the lockout of Halo Infinite.
Yeah, it is the Halo map. It is iconic.
I
it's
just
an iconic
adore
map
it.
now. It's
Yeah, I
map.
adore it.
I'm not even an arena person. I love Live Fire.
Live Fire Firefight is also really fun because how tight it is.
Yeah, I know.
It's like one of the only
firefight
firefight experiences that's really genuinely quite a challenge.
Yeah, I know a lot of people hate it because of that, but I genuinely enjoy how like suffocating it is. Right. The story sounds familiar, huh? You can use to play the method. The only thing keeping me going is the Grand Hero rank. That's fair. I used to do that too, but then HD2 come out. How Helldivers. I was about to say why did I get knocked back so far then, but then I remembered the impulse scaler for melee for melees on this is like 400%. I actually played a bit of Helldivers the other day and then my PC crashed. It's a good game though. I enjoy it. It's just my I think I need to replace my GPU, which kind of sucks since I've probably just not even had this a year yet. It'll be a year soon, but
what GPU do you have?
A 4060. I'm never buying PC parts off Amazon ever again though.
You usually have a manufacturer's warranty, by the way, which usually lasts about 2 years. So you could get it on the warranty.
I need to look into like receipts and all sorts of crap though. But it's like my PC blue screens a lot and has some really weird like visual issues that I'm assuming is down to the GPU.
Have you updated your drivers? That is a genuine question. Okay. I don't know how like.
I'm not stupid, Blair.
No. It's not saying that you're stupid.
Yeah, okay.
It's just that some people aren't necessarily well versed in technology.
But no, I have like frequent GPU crashes too, so it's like it's probably my GPU. It's probably my GPU.
I maybe look into like your warranty then.
But it's like, to be fair,
what a nerd answer. But
I made the mistake of ordering the GPU and then watching videos about it, and then all the videos were like, yeah, this GPU kind of stinks, and I was like, I should have forked out the extra 200 quid and got a 4070.
I think it's like perfectly capable.
It is. Like for what I use my PC for, because I do not play games regularly on my PC. It is almost entirely for video editing and streaming. And the games I do play is like absolute garbage, or like games that come out like a decade ago.
Blood and Bacon,
Aliens Colonial Marines, Aliens vs Predator. With the only like new games
released
that are like Helldivers, Aliens Dark Descent.
Sorry to button. They released Predator's Hunting Ground today for consoles.
Yeah, it's on there. It was on PS. It was on PS already, but it's just released on Xbox. Very good game, by the way. That is a game that I do have on my PC. Incredibly good game. Do recommend.
We'll have to play that one.
I mean, I'm down. It's just I've got to convince Logan to buy it. But it's like you have 4 survivors, 1 predator. Well, not survivors, you're like Marines, and they're basically it's a PvE VP game. So you have the squad of like Marines that are dropped in to complete objectives. You're fighting like NPCs, and then the Predator is hunting you throughout. So it's not just you versus the Predator. You're completing these missions while the Predator hunts you down. And it's really cool because sometimes you'll be fighting waves of enemies, and you'll just hear the Predator in the trees, and he'll like jump down, and he'll like just blitz one of your teammates or something like that, and you just see him before he jumps away. It's so fun. It's such a good game.
You've sold me. You've sold me. I'll get that. I'll get the disrespect skin as well.
Yeah. I wish that was real.
Is it not real?
No, it's not real.
I thought it was real.
No. It's incredibly well edited.
Gameplay of it.
No,
I saw
it's
gameplay of it.
an incredibly well edited image, but no, it is not real.
I saw like a gameplay clip of it though.
It's probably
That's why I
modded.
genuinely
Yeah,
thought
it's
it was
probably modded.
real. That's crazy. That's funny as hell though.
But no, it's such a good game. I mean, I have a couple of
Is
like.
Miles using Bogart? He is. He's using
I'm using that
Bogart.
just because I said I've never seen anyone use it.
Yeah,
Wow.
now you have to
Actual
witness.
only Bogart user, insane.
The one.
We found the one
user,
Bogart
he's
user.
in this
That's
lobby.
actually crazy. But yeah, 100 Ground's a great game. I mean, I never get to play as Predator because, like, basically the queue time to that game, it's like if you're playing as a Marine, it's like 20 seconds. If you're playing as Predator, it's like 5 minutes.
Really, that's bad.
Yeah. But it's because, like, one Predator for every 4 Marines, so... Like, if we had 5 people to play the game, we could just do customs, it'd be easy, it'd be great, but... the progression on it's pretty good, too. It's, you find, like, this currency, which is called, like, Vibranium, or something. No, it's not Vibranium, shut up, that's Marvel, you moron.
That's the Marvel. Yeah, I'm not even a Marvel nerd, but I know that's Marvel.
It's something similar, though. It does have a similar name. And with that, you can
Predanium.
you get, I think you level up naturally, which unlocks you weapons, weapon attachments, different classes, like that sort of stuff. And then cosmetics, you find this currency in game, which can then be spent on either buying the cosmetic you want or getting crates, which you can't purchase the crates with money. The only way to get them is in game. So it kind of gives me like Halo 5 Warzone pack vibes. Like, because every time I pack a skin for the Predator or something, I'm like, yes! Like, sure, I could just save my points up and just buy it, but at the same time, it does not have the same gratifying feeling as gambling. I'm not promoting gambling YouTube. I'm talking about a video game, I swear.
All I'm gonna say is that the player that just joined us is Road Dog, but he's fallen from grace. Please look at the leaderboard.
Okay.
Road Dog really fell from grace.
I need you to screenshot that and send it to him.
Yeah, I will do.
Wild. Hey, Magpie, you look forward to Marvel
How's that
Rivals.
even allowed?
Yeah, true. I guess it's because dog is in the same. It's all one word. I am kind of looking forward to Marvel Rivals. I don't like hero shooters. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not like hero shooters, but it's a video game that lets me play as both Spider-Man and Venom. And the Hulk is there too, I suppose. Although I played as Hulk in the beta, and honestly, it's just Diva. It's just Diva Overwatch, which made me really sad. The divacation of Hulk needs to be studied.
Wait, how does that work? So does like regular Bruce Banner have like gameplay as well?
Yes. So you actually start the match as Banner with his gamma pistol.
No way.
He just has a gun. And then you have the option to just turn into the Hulk straight away, where you become more of a melee focused character. And then your ultimate, you become like Monster Hulk, where you start... Right, Miles, you've tried to ninja me twice. It's not gonna work. I see it coming every time. Can we end this game though, so we can't actually ninja me, please? But yeah, your ultimate, you turn into like Monster Hulk, where you become like really, really big and strong.
Attic, it's you who keeps teabagging me. Right, that's it. You're being the final kill.
But it's
that's it. I'm a style on you.
Spider-Man is incredibly difficult to play as. I will get better as him, I promise. But Punisher, I played as Punisher quite a bit in the beta, and Punisher, Jesus Christ, is so easy. It's actually so easy to play as.
I've seen gameplay. He's like a soldier.
Actual
like,
Fortnite gameplay. It's so easy.
Soldier Bastion, kind of player.
Yeah.
Oh, I shot the wrong person.
It's okay.
Oh well.
But Venom is also fun, but again, I also kind of sucked. I ain't gonna lie. But I was playing that on my PC, and I'm not very good at playing games on PC. But I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's good. I really hope they fix some of the performance issues, because it ran like dookie when the beta first come out. But because I am a Marvel, I don't play every Marvel game that comes out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not touching Midnight Suns. It looks good. I just don't think it's for me. I just do not think it's for me.
Isn't hold on, let me refresh my memory. Isn't that like a XCOM styled like game?
Yeah, but also it's like a card game kind of thing.
Midnight Suns. Is that what it's called? Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Let me look at this. Man, the only hero shooter I really liked has been shut down.
I just don't like hero shooters at all. I just genuinely do not like hero shooters. I don't mind hero shooters in like the PvE sense of like Risk of Rain. I know that's not a hero shooter, but you play as heroes, like you play as different characters.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, yeah, I get you.
Hero
I used to I really liked Gundam Evolution when it came out.
That's fair. I never got a chance to try it. I heard it was really good.
It was like it kind of had like a Halo Infinite situation where I thought it was really good, but like it needed an extra year in the oven or something, and also like some of the like free-to-play tactics that were enforced were really bad.
That's fair.
Probably like the worst I've seen in any game, because like obviously hero shooter you have to unlock heroes, but like I think it was unless you paid, like you could only get like a certain amount of heroes per season, but it was always just shy of unlocking all of them, so it was basically like fork up fork up money. It was a great game, but like again, just some weird choices really doomed that game. Also, Midnight Suns does look kind of fun. It's got it's Blade. Is it Blade?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Wesley Snipes. Is that who plays?
That's who
Blade?
plays him in the
In the movies.
Yeah.
Right. I think I might have to dip. To be fair, Chief.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. It's getting a bit late.
That's fair.
But
yeah, I'm probably gonna do this like campaign mission and then I'll hop off anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's me done for tonight. I'll see you guys later, and I'll
Holy motorbike sounds! Oh my god! Right, finish what you're saying. Sorry, Blair.
I hope chat has a nice rest of the evening, and I'll see you guys later.
Yep. Bye, Blair. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Okay. I was worried what I was going to say about them. Yeah, I will probably call it a little bit earlier tonight, but we'll do this campaign mission and we'll call it. Thought it'd be sort of fun for the first time in 2 months because an early version of first person is created. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Slayer.
My eyes. I'll hop off the stream. Hope you have a good day, night, bye. Yeah, no worries, Thomas. Thank you for stopping by, mate. Looking at the Mark 5 prosthetics makes me think the knee pads and shoulders could be changeable. Potentially. Holy speed. Is this just a firefight one, like fight waves of enemies, or is there a mission? I feel like I might just put us on firefight one. Do not put campaign tag if your map is not a campaign. That is all I'm saying. This looks cool though. This is very nice visually. Like, that's cool. Just cool, cool set piece. Cool. No, it's not really a set piece, is it? Cool environments. My eyes! My eyes! Oh, it's infinite. No, I think it's just firefight. I don't think it's a campaign mission. That's kind of not what I'm looking for. I'm gonna lie. There's stuff over here though, which is intriguing. So like, they obviously want you to explore the map. My eyes! Well, outpost, yeah. Interesting. You're kidding me. That looks sick. No, any of the good campaign Forge missions. Off the top of my head, the first one that comes to mind is Inclemency, but that's like one of the first Forge campaign missions that released. It's still good though. It's got like intro one. It's not too difficult. It's very beginner friendly. There is other good ones. I just don't know the names of them. Like I've played quite a few that are fun. I just don't know the names of them. How you doing, Paz? I keep seeing pop up a lot on my Twitter lately with all the epic Halo memes. It's great. I love it. It's nice to see Halo posts on my feed that aren't just, guys, I kind of hate Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite actually ruined my life. It's always nice to just see funny Halo tweets and not constantly doing posting. It's fun, guys. I'm saying fun. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, there's a lot of good campaign missions, but honestly, best thing I could recommend is like filter with the tag. Just look through anything, like if anything sort of strikes you as seeming like an interesting map, try it, because there is more than likely going to be one that you enjoy. But it's hard for me to recommend any because I literally cannot remember any off the top of my head. Like the names, I remember what they are, how they play, what they look like. Just don't remember the names. I also don't do log stuff as much as I should. I always just click custom game. I keep forgetting I've got like box clips, so like I don't need to stop shooting. Well, man, push positivity towards Halo Infinite and Halo in general. Yeah, no problem, man. I wouldn't play it if I didn't enjoy it. That's how we roll. This game, honestly, changed my life. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Is Infinite my favorite Halo? No. But it will very much always hold a special place in my heart because I genuinely think this game has like, changed my life. Which is crazy. Like, I don't think a video game has ever had a big impact on me as a person, or like a bigger impact on my life than Infinite has. Which I'll talk about that in a video as well soon. Blair uploaded a new video today, which was about whether or not Infinite deserves second chance, and he was talking to me in Halo Box the other day about that video, and he sent the thumbnail. And I'd already started planning my Does Halo Infinite Deserve a Second Chance video. And I was like, obviously it's no like thing towards Blair. At the end of the day, he didn't know I was planning the video. I'm not going to say to him, no, I'm doing a video of the same topic. Because we're obviously going to approach it in different ways. We're going to have different reasons. So, I was like, you know, because he said to me, like, he doesn't mind scrapping it. But I was like, no, you don't have to scrap it for. Like, you know, I would never ask you to do that. That would be a bit of a douche move on my behalf. My eyes. But yeah, like I'm just sort of probably gonna. That would be the next video, probably the video after that. But I want to do like a big. It's gonna be like a retrospective kind of thing. Like we're gonna talk about what went wrong, why people started dropping Infinite in the first place, and then delve into why it deserves like a second chance, or whether or not it deserves a second chance, and like the ways the game has like very much impacted me. Because it has had a huge impact on my life. I love this game. Like sometimes this game really gets on my nerves, but at the same time I'm also very thankful for it. I wouldn't be where I am in regards to like content stuff. I also think it helped motivate me for a lot of things. I made a lot of like incredible friends through this game too. I would not have had the willpower to work on Diminished with the people that I worked on it with. I would never have met those people if it wasn't for content creation. So because of that, I got a map into matchmaking. Like, I love this game. I genuinely love this game. I'm still not over. A map I worked on is in matchmaking here. Like something I worked on is in like an official playlist in a Halo game. Like. That's still just insane to me. I don't think I'll ever get over that. My eyes! My online and IRL presence has been sweet. Long crow. It's good to at least be in stream for once. I appreciate that, mate, but if you need to go to bed, go to bed. Oh yeah, that was just a fire fan band. Cool. I kind of want to do like a campaign mission though. Preferably one that isn't incredibly difficult. But yeah, so next video is about why. How much do you want your face to be green? Yes, so true. Next video is going to be in regards to a specific mode or pair of modes that they should bring back, and talking about ways they can kind of like merge them together and make something really, 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 really good. And then after that, it's probably going to be like the why Halo Infinite is second chance, like documentary kind of thing. I don't think I've ever played. Oh, it's 1 to 4 players, so it's probably not going to work with the amount of people got in the lobby. 8 players plus. Out deep water. Time unlimited, mythic on, off, switches at the start. Bookmark, bonus files. What's the map into? Deep water. What's the mode? Does that have a mode? Does it have a mode? Campaign or legendary. Are these just modes for it? Normal difficulty. We'll go with that. Hi Blair, I didn't realize you're still here. I was just talking about how like we ended up having like the same ideas for videos at the same time. I don't know if you might have heard me talk about it already. Yeah, we'll do this one and then this will be it. But yeah, it's like, to be fair, I don't mind holding mine off a bit longer anyway, because it gives me, I mean, I'd say that, I was probably going to hold it off a little bit, because I want to get this current video that I'm working on out first. I've already done the audio, the thumbnail's currently being worked on, because I've commissioned art for it again. It's just, oh, hello again, Blair.
Hi. I thought I had to go and do something, but I don't, so I'm back.
Welcome back. Yeah, the current video I'm working on is the one about specific game mode. I say that like I'm like trying to hide like spoilers. It's gonna be in the title or something like that, probably. And there's only 10 people here, so obviously it's gonna be about Warzone. And I'm gonna talk about how like Warzone is arguably Halo's greatest game mode. The stuff that Warzone does wrong, the ways they can improve on that, and how they can merge it with Invasion to create a really incredible Halo mode. And it's not like something that I'm specifically talking about with Infinite, it's just in general. Then after that it'll be the why I love, well, not why I love Infinite, sorry, but like the why Halo Infinite deserves a second chance. I've got to try and think of a different title for it now though. No, do not touch the mythic signs. Do not touch the mythic signs. I've got to think of a different title for it now. But I am going to mention Blair's video in that video because I don't want people thinking that I've just like copied off of Blair. Even though Blair knows that I haven't. I don't want other people thinking I'm just copying. So
I don't think I'm even big enough for it to really matter, but I appreciate the kindness.
I think it matters. We share a lot of the same views, so.
Okay, that is definitely true.
But yes, so we've got the Warzone video potentially this week. So I've commissioned art for the thumbnail, and I'm hoping that gets done soonish. But the person doing it's got busy with some stuff right now.
Are you willing to share the artist?
It's currently again.
Oh, huge!
Did the
Love
last main upload. But they're currently busy with some stuff, so they've started working on it. It's already looking good. It's in a very early stage, but it's looking good. And So I'm looking forward to releasing that. We're looking forward to sharing the thumbnail and stuff for it. And then probably won't commission anything for the Infinite Zoom and Second Chance one, but I'm probably going to use like Master Chief on the thumbnail or something like that. Or some like iconic piece of Halo Infinite visual thing, like something that people will look at and just immediately know more about Infinite. And then, yeah, like, but that'll just go over. Yeah, like I'm just repeating myself again. I'm sorry. Oh, I've just found a skull. It's going to start out with a retrospective because I'm going to talk about what Infinite did right, why it was successful in the first place, like how it amassed like over 20 million players and stuff like that, but then what caused that drop off, what caused people to change their mind about the game, and then go over how the game's improved on those issues, and then talk why it deserves a second chance and why people should come back to the game. So I'm going to try and cover as much as possible. So I want to get the video out for like either next week, week after that. But if it ends up being a bigger project than anticipated, which it very well could, it might take a bit longer. Because I seem to have this habit of, I always record extra stuff, like, that I don't need the footage for, but I feel like it helps. Like, in the reason I made this, like, Jungle Trooper build, I don't know if anyone's seen me post it on Twitter, I made a little, like, Jungle Trooper Spartan, Star Wars Jungle Trooper, I played some Battlefront 2 because I needed some Battlefront 2 footage for this video. I say need, it is literally going to be like 2 seconds of video. Like it's probably like at most it's probably maybe going to be like 30 seconds. So is that footage necessary? No, but does it help show my point? Yes. So like I like getting as much footage as possible so I can go over everything I want to go over. Again, it's like I got like other random little bits that I didn't particularly need, but they're helpful. I recorded Warzone Firefight footage, and I don't even talk about Warzone Firefight in the video, even though I was going to originally. I just ended up not needing to. Warzone Assault as well, I managed to somehow find a game on, but I also got back to that footage, and don't want to use it. I did yellow. What are your thoughts on the
Do you think there's a...
Go on, sorry, Blair.
I was gonna say, do you think there's like a link between? Because I mean, I certainly have the same issue in the sense that like I overscope the projects I'm working on. So, for example, something I'm working on now, and I'm kind of happy to show it here because yeah, I might as well. I'm working on an iceberg video, which is definitely the biggest project I've ever done. Like, I'm trying to get a lot of information, like, and then kind of like. Also, just kind of, you know, just like a lot of research is needed to make this video. But, like, I've overscoped it so much, like, from what, like, I thought it was gonna be and to what it is now. Yeah. Like, I think I said in my own Discord, I was like, I haven't even started recording the video, but it's by far, in terms of man hours put into a video, it's by far the longest already. Because it's just like so much like gathering of like information, and then trying to find new information as well to keep it fresh. Like because obviously, you know, there's already been quite a few icebergs out there.
Yeah.
So I've like really tried to scrub the absolute depths of the internet for anything I can find.
Yeah.
I ended up finding a really funny video that I'm gonna link to you after this because I just thought it was funny as hell. But you know, like, and like, I absolutely, I'm enjoying working on it, but it's so overscoped, it's insane.
Yeah, I got what you mean. Also,
like, I'm starting to lay out like the recording plans for it.
Yeah.
So hi, Yellow. My go, Yellow Mellow, my go. I love him.
We are currently playing custom campaign missions, but this will potentially be the last one we do today, I think. Also, yeah, going back to Sprite asking me what my thoughts on the future of Halo. I think it's fine. I think there's still a lot of interest in Halo. There's not a lot of. I feel like it depends in what way we talk about people being interested in Halo. Halo as a series is still incredibly relevant. Halo Infinite, when it come out, you know, I don't need to keep saying it, but it amassed over 20 million players, and apparently that has overall reached 30 million. So Halo Infinite, like, did incredibly well. It is profitable. It's been a very successful game. Good. There's still interest in it. Is it as popular as when it launched? No, but you know, is that a surprise? Almost no game keeps its popularity for that long, unless you like Fortnite. But it still stayed relevant to a degree. I mean, even in regards to people talking negatively about the game, like the constant videos every week of people being like, "Here's how 343 ruined Halo." People still talk about the game all the time, and that is still relevancy. That is still, like, people talk about it. I mean, you know, they say any publicity is good publicity. Yeah, it was rent-free in some people's heads. Even the Halo TV show, I don't want to talk about it because I don't like the Halo TV show. But, it is, it did well. It got a lot of viewers, and it also got a lot of people talking about it. Again, even if not all of that reception was positive, it got a lot of attention. Now, I do think the Halo TV series has probably done more damage to this franchise than anything ever will. I'm not gonna lie. But, point is, it was still popular, whether that be because people were actually enjoying it, or whether that be because people weren't enjoying it, it was still popular. So I think
it made rounds on, like, it made rounds on Paramount Plus, and that's, like, terrifying, because there is definitely a, like, very casual audience out there.
Yeah.
For that version of Halo, which is very, like, weird. Like, to think about that there is, like, a genuine, like a very, very, like, unknown community that really like the Halo TV show, like, but don't play the games.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
Yeah, it's funny and also very, like, interesting. But, like, you know, fair enough, to each their own. I don't enjoy the TV series. I think it's I don't want to sit there and be like, I kind of think it's a disgrace to the franchise. But as a whole, you know, I'm really not a fan. I really, really, really not a fan, and it actually makes me angry to think about. It like, actually makes me, like, rageful when I think about that TV show, especially the first season. Second season, I don't think was anywhere near as bad. I think the first season was both bad adaptation and also, in my opinion, a bad show. The second season, I thought was an okay show, but still a bad adaptation. There was part of season 2 I did really enjoy. I mean, some of that, again, recency bias. Looking back on it, a lot of it I enjoyed less. I was going to do a big review on the series, but that required me rewatching the entire thing, and I ended up changing my mind and deciding I didn't want to. Because I did not want to go through all that again. But, again, point is, it's popular. So I think the next Halo game will still be popular. I think, even whether it's 343 to make it, whether it's someone else, I still want it to be 343. But the point is, it's still going to do well in Halo. People love Halo. People will always love Halo. I think it's one of those franchises, despite how mismanaged it's been by Microsoft, despite how mishandled it's been, still Halo. People still really like Halo.
The one thing that's, like, very telling for me personally is, like, we'll have, like, one of those teasers, like, I think 10 by 4 was the kind of latest version of it, but they'll tease something and it'll be like a cryptic video.
Yeah.
Every Halo player who's currently involved in the community knows that it's 10 by 4.
Yeah, but people
the,
outside
the wider gaming community will get absolutely pumped for for a nothing burger.
One of the big ones, I don't know if you remember, it was one of the hazmat events when everyone thought it was a battle royale.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
every time something like that happens, it's like people immediately start thinking, it's like, oh, they're, like, teasing a new Halo game, like, you know, they're, like, gearing up for a battle royale or whatever, like, that may be, and, like, those videos will just juice.
Yeah.
Like, they will juice,
like,
and people absolutely, like, will eat it up, and then obviously nothing happens because it was never intended to be anything.
I think it's also very telling that, like, there's still an audience for Halo content as well. There's still room to grow with Halo content, because otherwise people like me and Blair would not have an audience at all. But instead of not growing an audience, our audiences keep growing on a game that is, like, we almost primarily make Infinite content, despite this game being dead. And quite frankly, you're not going to find regular games in a dead game. You're not going to be able to grow a channel, whether that be on Twitch or that be on YouTube. You're not going to be able to grow that on a dead game. Is Halo as popular as something like Fortnite or Call of Duty is right now? No. Is it still something that people have a lot of nostalgia for? Is it something that people still check out regularly? Yes. People. I mean, there's a lot of big content creators that revisited Infinite. Even if it was just for like they just played it once, even if they didn't play it again after that, it happened. It happens regularly. I don't know if anyone watches
Yeah,
Zanny.
I think,
Obviously, he brew.
yeah, I was gonna say
anyway.
Zanny recently.
Recently just did a Halo video, and that got a couple 100,000 views. My biggest video was, like, not including shorts, my biggest video was when the Mark IV stuff released, which I know that was a few months ago now, but that isn't when the game was in its peak, and if I'm still able to achieve new peaks with this game, that tells me there's still an audience there. And at the end of the day, like I say, I don't make Halo content for views, because, again, I've just made it very clear, it is far from the most popular game on the planet. If I was making content for views, I'd be playing something more popular. I would just make brain rot skibbity toilet content, which I know I've done brain rot skibbity toilet machinimers, but that's not the point. you know what I mean, though. But in regards to Halo's future, I think we're fine. We know there's projects being worked on. 343 have confirmed that. Infinite's still getting updates. Infinite still gets content regularly, monthly updates. Sure, sometimes those updates are something as simple as one-shot Slayer and a couple of new cosmetics, but it's still an update. And again, they would not still make content for a game that gets no players. So Infinite is fine. Halo's future is fine. Oh, we're gonna have to wait a while? Maybe, maybe not.
Happy with the wait, if I'm honest. Like, obviously no one wants another, like, oh god, I hate to say it, but like Halo Infinite 2.
Yes.
Like, despite how much I love this game, no one wants that kind of launch, or rather lack of post-launch,
Yes,
to like
yeah.
happen again. So I'm sat here, I'm happy. Like, as long as they keep updating Infinite, or maybe if they really want to be kind to us and kind of readjust some resources to MCC, I would be very much appreciative of that as well.
Yeah.
Because I really do, like, ever since I've started playing MCC a lot more recently, I don't like, there are some things that just I would love to see in that game.
Crossplay, please, for campaigns. More than
Yes,
just Halo 3,
absolutely.
so I can play the campaign without booting my PC up with my friends. I should not have to boot up another version of the game when everything else crossplay works fine.
I know this is an absolute stab, and like, I know this is never going to happen, but I would absolutely love Halo 5 getting some sort of PC release.
Yeah.
Whether they update the Halo 5 Forge app to include its multiplayer and its campaign, or whether they make a whole brand new port from scratch. Like, again, like, I don't like Halo 5 and Halo 4 especially being treated as the black sheep.
Yeah.
Of the franchise.
When the
like,
good games,
it's
I'm not even gonna sit there and say the bad games are not. They're really good games. They have issues, sure, but they're good games.
But
Carry on.
yeah, I would love to see Halo 5 get some sort of official PC port, to
Yeah.
be honest, because I want to grind 152 and I don't want to
Yeah.
boot up the box to do it.
Yeah. No. That being said, I'll hop on with you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. I'm down. I've set up my Xbox now on my main setup, so like I can hop on to Halo 5 whenever I want.
Let me just.
And Destiny 1, which makes me happy. Like, that actually releases the happy toxin in my brain. Endorphins? I think that's the one.
Seconds. I'm just gonna read chat real quick. This is one guy in this comments that makes it so true. Halo 5 fans. My girlfriend's dad loved the Halo TV show, but he also has no other knowledge of the series at all. Exactly, there's a lot of casual enjoyers. Me and my parents really enjoyed it. They're like huge Halo fans. Not as much now, but like, you know, like I've already said multiple times, I would not be into Halo if it wasn't for my parents, probably. And they enjoyed the Halo TV show, so you know, I'm not gonna sit there and say people aren't allowed to enjoy it, because quite frankly, watch what you want to watch, don't care. You know, within reason. Within reason. I'm going to head to sleep. Good, Armstrong. Good to hear. Good night. Thanks for watching. We're always going to check out a new Halo game. Exactly. There's always going to be an audience. Exactly. The Brain Rot Machinima shorts aren't for viewers just to love the game. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to sit there Telling Blair to dress up as his Skibbity Spartan. I'm
I'm
not gonna lie. It's just because we like making machinimas. No campaign, crossplay in MCC sucks so much. Yes, genuinely love Halo 4. Halo 5 is my least favorite, but I wouldn't say it's a bad game. It's like I say, like a lot of people say like, oh, Halo 5's a good game, but it's a bad Halo game. But like, if it's a good game, is it really a bad Halo game? Like realistically, if it's a good game, how can it also be a bad Halo game? And I get where people are coming from, because it has a lot of elements that people would consider not Halo, but I still play Halo 5, and I know damn well I'm playing a Halo game. The art style is different, but it's still Halo, in my opinion. Is it as good as Halo 3's, in my opinion? No. As good as Halo Infinite's? No. I would say that Infinite is like peak Halo art style. I love Infinite's art style. Let's just do the same one.
So, sorry to cut you off. You know that machinima idea I was talking about earlier?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
I was thinking if Yellow was up for it, we could have him in it, because I feel like I've just thought of a funnier punchline on the spot. Because I was literally sat here like, I want to make a machinima with Yellow, and then I was kind of sat there like, how do I add Yellow into a machinima that I've already thought of?
Yellow's online. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Maybe we can do it in a minute. Who knows? Anyway.
Oh, I never even considered that. Oh my god. You might be the networking god.
Might be the networking god.
Bro might be networking.
Anytime
I'm gonna start handing out business cards now. I'm gonna hand out business cards.
So true. So true. Don't forget the QR code.
I love QR codes. You can scan them and they take you to your channel page, and you can force people into subscribing to your channel. Because you can make them feel bad and uncomfortable, and that's what matters most.
Yeah. Okay, going back to what we talked about just with 5. Like I say, like I still think 5's an incredibly enjoyable game. Warzone is my favorite Halo mode. I used to think it was like Infection or something like that, but or like Juggernaut or something along those lines. And although I still enjoy those modes, I love Capture the Flag. Capture the Flag is one of my favorite modes to play in Halo. But I don't know if there's a Halo mode that I would consider to be as good as Warzone, to give me like that pure like rush. Like that's what Big Team Battle 2 should be, not just 12v12. And honestly, Big Team Battle in Infinite, it doesn't feel like this evolution of BTB that it claims itself to be. It's bigger than usual.
Yeah, they went really hard with that, didn't they? They were really like adamant that it was just like the next evolution of BTB,
and
but
it's just
like,
an extra 4 players.
Like 8 more players.
I would understand if
players.
things like loot caves and crap like that were on every map, like these new gameplay elements, but loot caves on one map. It's on one map. There's nothing else like that. Sure, there's drop pods and pelicans drop in, but really, is it anything that makes it that different, that feels like a true evolution of the gameplay formula? No. The only thing that does, that is released in a Halo game, that feels like an evolution of BTB is Warzone. But Infinite doesn't have Warzone. And, like, you can do Warzone without microtransactions. You can do it so easily without microtransactions. But
I want the microtransactions.
I mean, to be fair,
I want to gamble. I am a FIFA player, Mag. I want to gamble.
It's not something I talk about. It's not something I talk about in the video, but I think it would be cool if like they tied Warzone to a progression system, and it's literally like, so let's say in the match it works similar to Battlefront 2 Supremacy, where you get points, and those points are used on, instead of characters, it's different weapons, different vehicles, armor effects, or armor ability, sorry, etc., etc. And you can then, but like as you level up, you unlock access to more weapon variants, more vehicle variants, and stuff like that. So like when you start the game off, you still have access to being able to use those power weapons. So like you can still use a rocket launcher, you can still use sniper, blah 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 blah, all the base versions. But as you level up more, you start to unlock weapon variants. I think that would be cool. That'd be a good way of doing progression, and then that way, people that have better weapons, it's not because they spent more money, it's because they play the game more. But at the same time, I also could understand why people wouldn't want anything like that and would want it all to just be where you can just get them with the points in the match, so everyone's on fair footing. Which everyone would spawn on fair footing regardless. Blah blah blah. I'm yapping. We are going to end the stream there though. Blair, any closing thoughts?
Oh. No, there is no thoughts in this head.
Fair enough. Guys, I uploaded like a new figure review just before the stream. I've been getting more support with those than I actually thought I would have, so thank you for that. I think the first one I made is like on over 10,000 views, which is crazy. So thank you. I appreciate that. Check out the new one. It's Godzilla Ultimate. It's actually not even my figure, it's my brother's. It's like the second time that I've done a figure review on one of his figures instead, because he bought it quite recently. But anyway, thank you for watching. I do really appreciate it. I will maybe be back next Wednesday. Depends on uni and all that sort of stuff. I will try and stream as frequently as I can. Adios. I'll catch you on the next one.